Hey guys, this is OJB with another training video from the ventilation shop. This is a series of videos for my employees that we are releasing to YouTube for the benefit of all. Today I want to discuss how to gasket a ring. Now usually this is a ring, guys. This is a bolted flange connection. Usually this would be welded onto a piece of pipe, but for the purposes of this video, I just want you to see what a ring is and how you gasket it. So, to understand, first I gotta explain why we do this to begin with. So, at this particular company, we do a lot of work on something called scrubbers. Now, let me explain this to you very simply. A scrubber is basically a giant vacuum cleaner that sucks air and bakes it. And the reason it does that is, so here, let me draw you a little picture. So generally, you got a machine, right? Big machine. And the air that it's releasing is toxic, cannot go to atmosphere. So they usually, with some welded ductwork, they connect it to a scrubber or an oxidizer. There's a lot of ways you can call this. Oxidizer, scrubber. And what it does, if this makes sense, so pull it up. We got the machine, has nasty air. The oxidizer sucks the air. It bakes the air at 10,000 degrees before releasing it into the atmosphere. It burns away all the toxicity, okay? So, when we do this ductwork, it has to be welded. So it means it's under a negative pressure, meaning it can't leak at the joints. And usually it's very high temperature, like the air in it's like 400 degrees, just naturally off the machine. So we have to put a gasket in between the joints in order to keep the suction at its maximum. Make sure that no outside air is getting sucked in. And we also use a high temperature silicone, because again, it's just on a general degree, the air is 400. I've actually had some where the air going through the pipe is 1,000 degrees. So it gets pretty hot, guys. It's pretty hot air we're talking about. So on these jobs, how you gasket is, first we use high temp silicone. It's generally red. Right here you can see it's made for 500 degrees Fahrenheit, 260 Celsius, right? And step one is you're going to put the silicone in, and you're going to do it on the more towards the inside of the ring. See how the holes are here? So the inside of the ring, and you're going to just go like this. Okay, that's step one, guys. Step two, guys, is you're going to take a rope gasket. This helps keep the air. This is a gasket, guys. It's called rope gaskets, 3/8. And what you're going to do after you've done siliconing it is you're going to, as you can see, lay it on here. Again, you want inside of the holes. Try not to cover the holes, guys, because you got to be able to make the bolted connections. Press it down. Press it down. Now, this is the important part, guys. This is where a lot of people screw up. You need to overlap the gasket from 1 inch to 2 inches. So I got my scissors here. You can use some shitty snips too if you got that. Or a knife. Again. As you can see, I've overlapped it at least 1 inch to 2 inches. Make sure it's all good. And that is how you gasket a ring. Okay, guys? I've had jobs. Now you only now the other ring that goes to this does not have a gasket. You just need it on one side. So sandwich it between. But I wanted you to see this. Again, see the overlap a little bit. Again, make sure the holes are free. And then usually what we'll do is on a job, this is literally something I'd have somebody who's day one with us do. We'll maybe have like 20 pieces of pipe. I'll have them gasket one end of each pipe on the job. You generally don't do this until it's shipped, because sometimes when people are moving it and stuff, the gasket will tear off. But literally day one, got the material on the job. I'm gonna have somebody go and gasket all the ends, and then you just let it set up. Again, the silicone, guys, doesn't really seal the joint. It's this gasket. The silicone is just holding the gasket in place. Once it dries, it's on there pretty good. Also, some people, like, you might not get, just to let you know, you might not get the opportunity to let this set up. Sometimes you gotta throw a piece in quickly, so the silicone could be a little wet while still a little, not dry while you're putting the gasket on and trying to make the connection. So be aware of that. But generally speaking, if you do have the time, it's a great practice to get one end of each pipe with the gasket on, so you guys can just rock and roll. So, but that's how you gasket a ring. So I will see you guys on the next video. Have a good day.